post office workers and the saga that has been going on for some time now. There were reports a few months ago that there will be alternative solutions because of the downsizing based on SORB advice that the Prime Minister received and approved in 2018. There was agreements made then, promises then to those workers that their jobs were redundant, that they would get alternative jobs in the civil service. To date, almost a year later, this has not come to pass. They were relieved of their duties. I believe they had to start their new job then, October 1st of last year. To date, they have not started. These people remain without jobs. I was approached by a few of them a few weeks ago, and I really took it up and decided now to push for it. Now, I requested a meeting on January 14th of this year to get answers from the Prime Minister in terms of a way forward. Now, just to give a brief synopsis of what is going on, we have people that were working for 29 years, being the most down to 10 years. Now, these people have families, these people provide, they have loans, they have mortgages and those things. So to just let it go under the rug, to me, is very disturbing, and I wanted to bring these points here to you today. For instance, they were also told then now and guaranteed by the Prime Minister during a soft opening at the new location there on Pond Island a few months ago that to reconfirm that they would get jobs. Now, recently, I think it was a month ago, they were told that, it's not the Prime Minister, it's the other members in the Council of Ministers that don't want to assist them. Now, to me, that's very disturbing coming from a Prime Minister, because at the end of the day, you represent all of the people, and if you guarantee them, then you have to guarantee, even if it's within your own ministry. They were also told things that they cannot be compensated double. What do I mean? They were told that if they receive a job in the civil service, they will no longer be entitled to their payout that they're supposed to receive when you work by a company for X amount of years. Now, that is totally untrue, because there are two separate entities. So if you work for the post office for 28 years, you are entitled for whatever benefits you are entitled for those years. You have to get paid for those years. So now, just to give a brief example, let's say they were to agree to those conditions and give up their jobs, give up their situation right now and sign a contract to work for government, and they receive a 1-year contract. And within that 1 year, the civil service decides that they're no longer capable, or they no longer want them. They would have thrown away 29 years of service for 1 year without a payout. So you have to get an understanding how disturbing this is and how disappointed I am in this subject matter.
Here you have people who have been working in a government entity for a number of years, 29 years, 30 years. When the post office was facing issues at that time, you had Minister Johnson, who was on the board of the post office.
President.
And he was the president of the post office. We allowed Carissa to come in, go with all the cars, go with all the computers, and St. Martin did nothing. But here's the thing. Right now, you have an issue where Smith and Orloff receive a contract to go and appraise government buildings. So here we brought in a foreign company to appraise the government buildings when we already had a local company doing it. So we could find money to bring in a foreign company to do this job, but we can't find no money for the post office. Something is wrong. Something is upside down. How is it? A local company, Henderson International, was already doing the appraisal of all the government buildings. Local company. We said no, they terminated that contract that was already signed and done with the previous government. That contract was terminated. You bring in a foreign company, give them a contract. They turn around and hire a local company to do the same job. But the post office workers right now are being neglected. They have no jobs. They're out of work. We're not talking about about someone you just give a job for giving a job's sake. We are talking about individuals that put their sweat, their tears, their everything, 29, 30 years into the post office. And on a promissory note that we will filter you into the civil servant apparatus. To this date, nothing is done. Absolutely nothing is done. And what do you get from the government? Just sweep it under the rug. Because as long as you don't talk about it, no one would know about it. But my colleague Duran mentioned it a while ago. These individuals today have no jobs. No jobs. But they got the banks to pay. They have children away at schools, mortgages. What do you tell them? And it is of no fault of themselves why the post office is not functioning well. Why the post office is not functioning well. You know, and it is being neglected. We are going about our lives every day as if it's just, don't bother with it. Something is wrong.
And another thing too, was very disturbing. There was an appeal committee in place that was put in place. Now let me read Article 7. An appeal committee will be instituted that reviews and advises the management on a decision on management based on this agreement. But here comes the interesting part. This advice is not binding. Now, you have an appeal committee that will advise you on, for instance, you want to get rid of this worker, but the appeal committee says, you know, we don't think so because X, Y, Z. But yet, the appeal committee is there, but the advice is not binding. So there's no point. To me, it's pointless because basically you're saying this committee is supposed to overview and give advice based on what management says, but management can still do what they want. And to me, for you to simply put together a document like this alone is, insult to the intelligence of the post office workers. So this is an issue that I will continue to push for. I will continue to push. For the last 2 weeks, I've been asking the chair lady, Madam Chair Lady, when will you convene this meeting? And I will not give up until it's done.
It's been said that behind every door, possibility awaits. How much possibility depends on which door you open first. Every day, we help our customers discover the possibilities in their lives. It all starts with a conversation. Scotiabank. Discover what's possible.
GEBE has been faithfully serving the communities of St. Martin, powering your home and our economy. Come rain or shine, our qualified team of professionals are working hard 24 hours a day to provide you and your family with safe, reliable electricity and water. We use the latest technologies and test our products daily to maintain the highest international standards. Our friendly staff is always there to assist you, whether in person, over the phone, or online. We are committed to constantly improving our products and services, making them more efficient, effective, and environmentally friendly to serve you better today and our next generation of clients tomorrow. GEBE, powering a brighter future.
Our friend Megawati is here with tips to save you energy. 1. Turn your airco temperature up. 2. Use a ceiling fan instead. 3. Buy energy-saving products. Save some green with NVGEBE.
According to convenience of the members in the police force and the Minister of Justice, we agreed together that the 2 months upcoming now, on every Monday and every Thursday, we will sit and meet with each other and together with not only the leaders of the syndicate, but also the members, together with the members, to talk about the issues, and not only talk about the issues, but to resolve the problems that the members told the minister during the session. It's important to say that it took 4.5 hours for the minister to keep listening to the members. It's the first time that the members experience such a thing. It's the first time for the syndicate, for the union, SAP. We are a young union, but we walk our talk. We do the things differently. And together with the members, we do the things for the members, for our organization, the police force, and also for the community of Curacao. That's why it's important, and the minister took his whole day off. He took time to only listen and to take note of all those issues. It's important because we work for the members. The members who used to speak, they give their issues, they give all what they feel, they give their way to look how things are going, and you heard it from the horse's mouth. And that's the more important thing. And together now we are sitting on Monday, as I told you, Thursday, to get together those points and to make in a time frame what do we have to do immediately, what do we have to do in a medium term and a long term. The big issues are safety of the people, safety together with materials. You can mention cars, whatever it takes, bulletproof vest. You can also think about location. How safety is a police building. All those items will be discussed and will be put on paper for everybody to know exactly what the feelings are of the police people, the members, and how can we give them more and more safety during their jobs. And we are the leaders of the SAP, the SAP, the Union of the Police Force, and also the Minister of Justice. And we do the difference. We do things differently, and we do things in a way that everybody can suit themselves as the way we perform. The strike, for surely, everybody is happy. I mean, happy in the way that they take the things seriously, and they feel also that the minister has listened to them and actually take action to solve those problems.
Hey ma, how you doing? You busy?
I hear, just paying some bills, taking care of business, you know what it is?
I know, you're doing your online banking.
I don't have to stand in those long lines to pay bills. I can transfer when I want. I can check my account wherever. It's like the bank open 24/7. I even here checking the statement right now as we're talking. How's Miami?
Well, that's why I'm calling. I'm finishing up a few songs now, but I'm afraid that studio time might be more than I thought. And I was wondering if I could get some help with some funds, and I could pay you back as soon as I get back to St. Martin.
Let me check my account. How much you need?
I think 500 should be enough.
I can transfer it to you while online. Direct from me to you. No problem.
Great. Thank you so much, Ma. I'll get online with Viv now.
Alright, darling. You know who you're for?
I need to know who you're for.
Contact WIB today for your complete personal online banking experience. Available for all mobile devices. The Wynwood Islands Bank, now your online banking partner in progress.
Who you for?
Relationship issues was very, very big. The tension in the home, for many persons was a big issue as well because of the stress, communication, no work, finances are limited. And there you see a lot of dynamics happening in family systems, marital problems became in existence in persons who may not have had situations in the marriage, domestic violence increased. And the frustrations from the environment around them, substance abuse issues increased, the robberies increased. So there was a big change in dynamic that went on right after the hurricane, and still, to some extent, we still experience some of it now. The financial issues were there, the destruction of businesses, unemployment, the lack of income, partial income, all those things came into play that affected our people in a big way. But despite all of this, despite all that has happened, we can say that we are people of resilience. This is who we are, despite everything being seemed not possible, everything seemed it's finished. We are a little plant, a little tree that still busts through the cracks, because we will live again, we will survive again, and we'll do that. And as a people, this is who we are. We are people of resilience. And understand what resilience is really the ability to bounce back. And resiliency is something that is who we are as a people. It's in our genes. It's our history. If you look back in our history as a people in moving, we are resilient. Our children are resilient. We come from that place of moving on, bouncing back, picking up, let's go again. We don't think twice. We don't look back. The majority of us don't feel sorry for ourselves. We just look at what do we need to do to move forward. Coping skills we do have. We have adequate coping skills as a nation, as people, to do what we need to do. We don't want to underestimate our strength. We don't want to underestimate our mental ability. We are strong people. And it's evident to see here now, a year and a half after, how strong we are as a people. Determined we are. We have the courage and we have the inner strength to do what we need to do, and we've been doing it. Willpower, that's who we are. We have, if you look in our society and look at how people function, willpower is there, determination is there. We have the ability to maintain ourselves, to be self-reliant, and even self in the shelter and working with those persons there. One of our objectives is to be able to have those persons reintegrate back in society, get back on your own 2 feet, find your way. Don't be dependent on government. Get back to where you was before the hurricane. Push them, encourage them. And in the end, you see people after a while, the light comes back in their eyes and say, yes, I can afford a place for X amount. Yes, I can. Let's help me do my resume, get a job. Because it's in there, it's deep down inside of us. And so self-reliance, determination is something that is very, very strong in our genes. So as a people, we are very resilient. And the proof is there. We can see it. It's crystal clear to see how we progress. So we are not only resilient people, but we are very progressive people. We don't stop. We don't stop. We continue to move on. We continue to do what we have to do.
Hello, St. Martin. My name is Stephanie Medina, and I play football with the Walichi Women Soccer team. I have represented St. Martin in many different games. For example, the Dutch Caribbean Women's Soccer Cup. I played against Bonaire, Aruba, and Curacao right here in this stadium. Sports matter to me because it makes me happy, it keeps me fit and healthy, and it is very fun. So I asked the business community to take on this challenge and help us rebuild our facilities. And I also asked the community to nominate the local businesses in your area and take on the challenge and step up for sport. Why? Because sports matter. Check out the Department of Sport Facebook page for more information. Hashtag sports matter, hashtag are you in?
Proclamar que hay aquí país corso lota de gloria. Contradito para nos marca historia. Mano otra familia conviví. Carnaval bom poder pa unir pueblo aqui. E eu nada visa culpa sem um dia lobo na glória. E hora positivo nos arrumou pra vitória. E na brincadeira me beijou. Cresce alegria de nos turso coração. Logas mata nosso lado, trabalhou e educado. Cosas a te demonstrar, hasta de tormenta nos a navegar. Pueblo, pensei pra mim pra glória, de alegria e fantasia. Aô, aô. Carnaval tá ponenos, e assim nós conosco. Amigo bofune, amo mi pueblo, vai cantar glória. Lanza arriba, gloria va curva, forza adesso mio, da festa cutumba. Lanza arriba, turio intera, cara l'aria, guaiabo bandera. Nada tá passando, Nos vinculanta para si ayer nos cai. Nos não voa para trás, tá de glória não está baixando. Rumba botei, olha botei, já botei, até passar away. Miranan, miranos, mirabu, mirami, acompañami, corran al área, llámame Lison, fiesta cultural, te ponen un central, Guaiti, casa otro, Suchi otro, agotadora, versión de gloria, vaya mayor. Turcos com transformador, Guaiaia maior, na Turcos com transformador. Problema, composte, discussão, da glória nos vai. Problema, composte, discussão, da glória nos vai. Mano Barçaway, Mirana, Miranos, nada tá passando, nada tá passando. El pueblo de gozo. Y el pueblo está gozando, con pa' historia, de su gloria, gloria. Dale, Madurone, a la Iva, 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 Iva. La arriba, Turio di terra, Calaria, Guayabo Pantera, nada tá passando, nada tá passando. Se eu vou